take a look into a kind of secret society. Baby boomers ready to do whatever it takes to stay young. Since 2006, prescriptions of testosterone have doubled since 2006, and they're expected to triple again in the next 5 years. ABC's Neil Karlinski tells us who is doing this and at what risk.
They are a mountain of aging boomers.
Got my mojo back.
I think every guy over 50 should be doing it.
Putting their younger, ambitious coworkers on notice. They plan to keep winning in the boardroom, in the bedroom, everywhere.
I mean, honestly, I like looking at myself in the mirror because I look frickin' awesome.
He says the secret is testosterone, which 57-year-old CEO Chris Running showed us as if it was no different than a glass of orange juice.
So that's it, twice a week?
Yeah. You know, our generation is trying to stay as young as we can for as long as we can.
You can see it in those ads, appealing to the 70 million boomer men unwilling to fade quietly into old age.
You might have a treatable condition called low testosterone or low T.
A boost of testosterone, long the illegal drug of choice in sports, is being touted by some as a virtual fountain of youth and just a prescription away.
I've gone from a 38 waist, relaxed fit jean to a 34 slim fit jean, which I never in a million years thought I could get my one leg in one of them.
In the 3 years he's been taking T, Chris says he has transformed himself into a younger man. 2 hours more work per day, 30 pounds of fat gone, and muscles, bulging muscles, more impressive than anything he had in his 20s.
Do you notice the physical change too? I mean, he talks about 30 pounds.
Yes,
muscle.
absolutely. And he looks great. He's in great shape.
We wondered, can it really be that simple? Dr. Karin Power says yes.
And I hear a lot of men come in and they talk about the young guys coming in and they feel the challenge.
Is that okay or is that cheating?
If your levels are low and I bring you back to a normal level or an optimal level, then aren't I just, leveling the playing field?
So what is normal for what age? The average 20-year-old's testosterone levels can reach as high as 1,080. But as you age, the levels drop without drugs. By age 60, the average high is only 720. So is it right to pump up testosterone to the levels of a much younger man, a level that in many cases more than doubles a man's testosterone? Not so fast, says Dr. Edmund Sabani, an expert in testosterone at the prestigious Cleveland Clinic. He's worried about the wave of boomer men using T to stay artificially young.
Right now, we don't have guidance in the medical research that suggests it's safe to stay at those levels.
And there are serious possible side effects of too much testosterone. Blood clots, liver damage, and some doctors are concerned about its impact on prostate cancer. The New England Journal of Medicine warns that only about 2% of men over 40 should be getting any boost at all. Chris Running and the growing number of boomers just like him aren't worried.
The bottom line, I mean, you're sold.
I'm absolutely sold. I will never not do this.
Risky or not, he says slowing down so the next generation can move up is not an option. Neil Karlinski, ABC News, San Luis Obispo, California.
Good morning. Today is Wednesday. It is June 21st. I believe this is the first day of summer. Wednesday, June 21st, year 2023. It's raining outside. It's raining, but it's a beautiful day today. The sun is out. It's a little bit rainy. First day of summer. Yeah, I'm not complaining because we already know how hot the weather can be in Georgia and the Southeast. It's going to 69 degrees. Today we're going to be a high of 73 degrees. I'll take it. I have not had to run the air conditioner as much over here. Last year it was a scorcher. It was so hot. This summer is very pleasant. I have no complaints about the weather. It's a beautiful day today. So I jumped on the scale. I'm back down to 233 pounds. When I first purchased this house, I was 280 pounds. So that's a 50-pound loss. Thank you, clenbuterol. Clenbuterol is what I've used to accelerate and keep the weight off. It's a pill. You can take it year-round if you wanted to, or you can take it on. You cycle on it. It's a process. I haven't had any issues or side effects with clenbuterol, but what it does is it shrinks your appetite, and it's like an appetite suppressant. It makes your appetite So you're not as hungry. So when I go to eat a burger or something, I might eat half of it. I might eat a burger or fries or a steak and eat half the fries. And I also take it with my testosterone. I take testosterone, injectable testosterone. I'm 53 years of age. I've been using testosterone for the past 20 years. 20 years, yep. So testosterone works extremely well for me. It helps me to build muscle mass and stay lean. My test levels were very low when I was in my early 30s. I went to a doctor and said your test levels are low. A man's peak testosterone levels are at 18, 19, 20 years of age, really 18, 19. And after there, it just plummets. So if you're in your 30s, 40s, and 50s and you're not on testosterone, you are missing out on life. I'm just telling you the truth. Testosterone to me is the most, it's the difference between night and day. Superman, if you want to have a normal sex drive, a normal life, tons of energy, and look great, you need to be on testosterone. There's just no way around it. I don't know where all this negativity comes from when it comes to HRT or testosterone, but I've been on it for years. Everybody I know who's on it, they love it. When I talk to people about it, it's testosterone. I'm like, well, you need to be taking it, nigga. If you are a man and you're not on testosterone, you're over the age of 30, you need to seriously look at it. Especially if you are more than 15% body fat or 20% body fat. Because as you age, your testosterone levels drop. And because your testosterone levels drop, your metabolism slows down and you begin to hold more body fat. If you're not on testosterone, you are missing out on life. That's the only thing I can say about it. I try to explain this to people and they act like I'm talking French. Some of y'all don't want to listen. You can get testosterone from your doctor. You can get it from various different sources. If you women, if you have a husband, he ain't on testosterone, I know y'all sex life is Zippo. If that man ain't on testosterone, you need to get him on test immediately. Testosterone works very well. If you are having erectile dysfunction, your dick ain't working, you go over there to a doctor and he'll put you on testosterone. And I've never had erectile dysfunction in my entire life, ever. And it could be because I've been using testosterone since my early 30s, about 32, 33, somewhere up in there. My penis, it always works. I wake up every morning and my dick like, I'm like, okay, it's working. But I've never had a problem with erectile dysfunction. I haven't. I'm never sick. I haven't had any serious illnesses. My immune system's fine. I go to my doctor, I get my lab work on my chest, on my heart, liver, lungs, no issues. I just had a stress test on my heart. It was fine. They make you run on this machine and do all this stuff. Everything came back great. I just had all my labs done on my liver, my kidneys, and no problems. Everything's fine. But I hear people talk about testosterone and it with this negativity because they're idiots. They're just flat out stupid. Because if you are a man in your 30s or your 40s or 50s and you have not had your testosterone level checked, and the vast majority of men have low testosterone. That's just it, especially if you're a black man. That's just, and if you're overweight, yeah. If you're, sometimes medications can cause your testosterone levels to drop. I find that some of my friends who are living with HIV, their HIV medications have a negative impact on their test levels. I'm not exactly sure why, but it lowers their test levels. But lots of medications lower test levels. If you're on some type of cholesterol medication, it can lower your testosterone level. Or certain medicines, I'm not exactly sure why, but they have can lower your testosterone. Certain blood pressure medications can lower your testosterone levels. So on top of you having naturally low testosterone levels as you age, if you're taking a medication, whether it's HIV, retroviral medication, or any type of medication, it can bring your testosterone levels down. And you don't want that. You want to get your testosterone levels up because that controls your immune system. Testosterone has I'm never sick. I've had COVID a couple times. It felt just like allergies to me. Where other people had COVID, they took their asses up out of here. Worse, they ended up in the hospital on a ventilator. But I had it. I tested. I kept calling my doctor. I think I had allergies, and she was like, "Oh, we can't give you allergy medication." My doctor has this rule. They're kind of strict over there. So whenever you have allergies or something, when COVID, when we were going through that whole thing, they want you to go get a COVID test. And sure enough, the test came back positive. I said, shit, this damn COVID test is positive. So, but it just felt like allergies. And so they subscribed me. There was a medicine that they were giving out, Pavlox or something, that if you had COVID the first 2 days, you can take that medicine and all. I took it. It worked. But, not exactly. But this is what I would say to people. Do your homework. So many people turn their nose up at taking testosterone that they have serious health issues. Because if your testosterone levels drop, it has a negative impact on your immune system. You're carrying all this damn weight. That's why I tell people, do the clenbuterol to get the fat off. I've had people who use clenbuterol who dropped over 100 pounds. Between clenbuterol and another product called DNP, I've had guys drop over 100 pounds. They look amazing now. And I had a guy who came to me, I think he was in his late 20s, early 30s, about 115, 120 pounds overweight. He wasn't grossly fat, but yeah, he was fat. But we worked with him. If y'all saw that man today, you wouldn't believe. For the past few years, I need to call him too, because I haven't heard him in a few. He moved. He bought a new house, and I bought him a little housewarming gift. I know he over there working with the Mexicans over there. I gave him all my crew, and I said, "Good luck with that one." I said, "You bought a house and work well." At least the summer is cool, so I know he over there working on that damn house. Last time I spoke to him, he was over there cussing the motherfuckers out. He literally was cussing them out. I said, okay, good luck. But he lost about 100 pounds. For such a young guy, he carried all that weight throughout his 20s, and college educated. He ran around to a bunch of places. Nobody could really help him. I put him on the clenbuterol, DNP, then we put him on testosterone. He was having erectile dysfunction at that age. He didn't grow up in an environment where he exercised and worked out as a teenager. He was just a hot couch potato for a long time. So we had to get him moving. I also had to put him with a personal trainer. Guys, I have a new personal trainer. If you live in the College Park area, reach out to me. I got a young 23-year-old NFL football player who's here for the next 6 months. This man is amazing. He has a gym he's working out of in College Park. If you want to, if you live in the College Park, it doesn't matter where you live at, because he can train you at LA Fitness or anywhere. I have a young trainer. Reach out to me if you're interested in him. I'm going to try to meet up with him because he wanted me to do a small video on Instagram. I also have a friend of mine named Theo, who is a home renovator. I'm going to do a video with him because he wants to, promote his renovation, construction service. He's looking for clients this summer. This is a good, this weather feels so. Y'all got the front doors open, the windows open. I ain't got no air conditioning on. I have to make sure all these air conditioners are off. I meant to check that. I would say those of you who don't understand testosterone, reach out to me. Send me an email. Let me explain it to you. Because I'm meeting some of you guys who are having erectile dysfunction or overweight, or there's a lot of other stuff out there. I'm not one of these guys who's going to say, I'm all natural, and I eat peanut butter and protein shakes, and that's how I lost this weight, and that's how I built this. No, I'm not going to tell y'all those fucking lies. Like all the rest of these lying ass motherfuckers all over Instagram and YouTube that y'all seem to believe. Y'all seem to like liars for some odd reason. Oh, the door about to close. that door open. The wind just closed it. I don't know. Y'all seem to like people who lie a lot for some odd reason. Y'all seem to like people who lie and are dishonest about what they're doing. Y'all don't want truthful people. I'm going to tell you the truth. I'm not going to lie to you. I use testosterone and other substances. I'm 53 years of age, y'all. I go to the gym and work out. People run up to me, and I tell them, I use test. This is what I use. You don't, a lot of guys do their research and come back and say, okay, I want to learn how to use this. And when they get on, they say, man, my life has changed forever. If you don't abuse it, you'll be fine. As long as you don't abuse it, you're fine. I mean, I try to tell people not to abuse it. Follow the instructions, you'll be fine. I take my testosterone shot twice a week. My energy levels are high. My health is fine. I've never had a health issue. Y'all, I'm telling you, when I go to my doctors, they are just amazed. I go and get my lab work done. I get my liver checked, my heart, you get lungs, liver. You're made your vital organs, your liver, your lungs, your heart, your kidneys. My blood pressure's fine, especially since I dropped from 280. It's the weirdest thing. I stopped doing cardio. Y'all, literally, I stopped doing all that damn cardio. And my weight went, pew. Why was my weight so high? Because I was doing all that damn cardio. For years, I did an hour of cardio every day. And I still do a little bit of cardio. I just walk 10, 15, 20, just some exercise for the heart. But all that whole hour covered in sweat, I don't do none of that shit no more. That's a wrap. If I need to sweat, I get my ass in that jacuzzi. I'll go in that sauna. I sweat everything out. I feel a whole lot better, but I don't do all that excessive cardio. If you like, the best thing to do, y'all, instead of doing all that cardio, lift weights, build muscle mass. I don't know why everybody feels like go to the gym, do all this cardio. Forget that damn cardio. Because the cardio is crazy. I wouldn't be worried about all that damn cardio. The cardio, I wouldn't too much worry about it. I would not spend all my time doing that cardio. I just wouldn't, man. I just think it's a awful mistake. Gosh, give me. They came over here yesterday and fixed the roof. This house. I'm so sick of this house. There was a storm that swept here a few weeks ago that knocked a few roof shingles off the house. And we had on the sunroom over here was a small water leak. And so it was raining right now. The guys just texted me saying he wants to come over and look and see did that rain keep. Where I looked out there, I don't see any more water leaks out there, but it's raining, so he's gonna come take a look. He wants to go up there and look around on the roof. Boy, the Mexicans, y'all, I love these Hispanics. They show up and do their work, and they don't. And they show up and they do the things that they say gonna do. And I've never had any problem with these Hispanic workers. They've never taken money from me. They've come and worked in my house. Can't say that about the brothers who took my money and ran off, and I never saw their motherfucking asses again. The Hispanic and Latino workers who came to my home and worked, they did great work. I called them, they returned my calls. The electrician has come over here repeatedly and looked at stuff and make sure everything was fine. They were all Hispanics and Latinos. Many of them don't have, unfortunately, they're not U.S. citizens yet. They're maybe here illegally. I don't know, I can't explain that. But they did great work. I have no complaints. And I would recommend them to anyone. They came over and they spent the whole day putting roofing shingles on my house, went over the roof with a fine-tooth comb. They're coming back to inspect it. I mean, that's the type of work you want from people who, when they do something, they come back and make sure everything's okay. But I may have to switch out this hot water heater down here because, in fact, I'm going to call that plumber this morning. I need to do that. I need to get a new hot water heater. I need to get it started. But anyway, this is a little video I want to tell y'all about Combuterol because some of y'all have asked me about it. It's a pill and it works as an appetite suppressant. You eat a lot of food. It forces you to burn the fat that you've stored. So, I mean, I'm down to 232 pounds. I mean, I think I look, 230 to 32 pounds. I mean, I'm still vascular, cut, stomach's fairly flat. I think I'm doing pretty good for my age. And for those of you, I don't know if y'all can see it or not, but maybe my stomach is fairly flat. I mean, I'm not having any issues, so I don't know. I mean, those of you have to do what's best for you. You know, I heard somebody yesterday call me and say, well, my friends were telling me not to take the testosterone, blah, 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 blah. I was like, are your friends stupid? I mean, seriously, are they dumb? Why would they tell you not to take something that's so good for you? I didn't understand that. That was the dumbest thing ever. And why would they tell you something that way? I said, you got to watch out. Are these really truly friends of yours? You know, I talked to him. I was like, you got a lot of hateful, jealous, envious people out here. You know, they don't want you to look better and feel better. You know, be careful who you consider a friend. I've had some horrible, horrible people. It was a lot of people just horrible people for some odd reason. So I would tell you, just be careful who you consider a friend, because there was no reason for that man to stop taking the testosterone, listen to these idiots. So he went on, he's getting back on it, but he was just like, I talked to him, I was like, you liked it, you were doing well, you have no issues, why would you listen to those idiots? But hey. But anyway, just a little short video. Those of you who, I've talked about testosterone before. My suggestion to you all is to give it a try. Go to a doctor, have your testosterone level checked. Get to know more about your physical well-being. If you are a man over the age in your 30s or 40s, especially if you're in your 50s, you should be on testosterone. It is a life-changing medication. I know some of you all are so, I want to be natural. You can't be natural forever, because at some point in time, I mean, that whole natural thing is bullshit. It's just straight up fucking bullshit. And when I hear people say that, I say, oh God, here we go with this fake ass shit. That's to the vast majority of people I know who are in fitness, who work out and exercise, who are in great shape, they take some form of testosterone. They may not tell you that. They may not explain it to you like I'm telling, but they'll lie in a heartbeat. They will lie and tell you they're taking everything else but testosterone, which is the most basic and simplest of supplements. It is considered a steroid, but you can get that from your doctor's office. When I hear people make these comments, I think that's the craziest shit in the whole wide world. You can buy, if you go, only in the United States is there so much negativity towards this stuff. You go down to Mexico, Brazil, or any other country, even Dominican Republic, you can buy it right off the shelf. You don't need a doctor's appointment or a doctor prescription. Here in the United States, they've started this ignorance, and it is flat out ignorance. The vast majority of doctors and people I know in the medical field who understand testosterone, there are some doctors who don't understand testosterone. You're always going to have some type of idiot like that. I remember when I first got on PrEP many years ago, my doctor, she didn't understand what it was about. Which reminds me, I'm taking my first shot of injectable PrEP tomorrow. That'll be another video I'm going to talk about. So I'll be doing injectable PrEP starting tomorrow. But when I first went to my doctor and explained to her what PrEP was, she had no idea what it was and what I was talking about. She was just very confused. Now PrEP is, it's an excellent medication. Don't get that generic though. Get the real deal. Now there are people who use it, and it's saving people's lives. So I'm a firm believer in taking PrEP. you're using PrEP, if you have no issues with it, stay away from the generic. I can't just take generic medications, period. I don't know why, but I just cannot take generic. Last time they gave me some PrEP, it was generic, and ooh boy, it was a doozy. So I can't take generic medications. Hope that the PrEP in the shop form is called Aptitude or something. I think it's going to be a whole lot better for me, physically and personally. Anyway, today is Wednesday, it's June 21st, the year is 2023. I'm ready. Over here washing some clothes and make sure that stuff is dry. So I gotta wash. I gotta fold a bunch of clothes. I don't know why I let those clothes pile up there. I'm gonna go up there right now and fold all that stuff. Today is Wednesday, June 21st, the year 2020. Have any questions about clenbuterol or testosterone? Hit me up. I'll talk to you. You can call me. You know, I put my phone number out there. It's on my Instagram. Don't go sign up for my Instagram, Walter Lee Hampton 2. Walter Lee Hampton, the number 2. Walter Lee Hampton, the number 2. Hit me up on Instagram, and there you'll see my phone number. All right, I'm out of here. Wednesday, June 21st, 2023, and I'm out.